Welcome back to Doc's Hot Shop and Forge. So as some of you will recall, last month I acquired a project lathe. This is a nominally 10-inch swing by 30-inch between centres antique lathe. It's the old English flatbed dovetail style ways, so not post-Second World War because it doesn't have the prismatic ways. So I'm going to start making some of the parts that are missing, so we can start getting it back towards a point where it can be used to make some of the other parts that it's missing. So today what I'm going to do is make the axle pin for the temporary rapid traverse. So what I've acquired is some rack and pinion. This is helical rack and pinion, so not straight spur gear, because it's a little bit smoother, it's a little bit quieter, just generally a little bit better. So why don't we head over to the gingery lathe and get started. So as some of you know, I recently picked up a couple of lathes that need restoring, and I've decided to start working on the larger of the two first. And what I'm making at the moment is the pivot pin for the rack and pinion for rapid traverse. So there's the pinion. The rack is 1 metre long length, which will need to be fitted. But to fit it to the correct height and position so they mesh well, I need the pivot axle for that mechanism first. So the axle must be made. Now this lathe has an awful lot of chatter, so I'm hoping it works out reasonably well. Is actually pretty good. So first step, get it down to 8mm, which is the internal of this one. And then I will turn down the bore for the bearings that are in the mounting plate for it, essentially. Which are currently sitting at about 12.8mm or 85mm. I'll ream those down to 12, so this shaft will be 12, which is also the bore of the hand wheel that I've acquired. The steel, if anybody's wondering, is 1045. It's what I had in the right size. Now this lathe does not have a rapid traverse, which is something I've always lamented it not having. So it'd be nice to have a lathe with one. So this will take a little while because I can't take very heavy cuts with the gingery lathe. But we're already under 19, so not doing too badly. So we're making progress. We've got it from 20 down to 13. .8. .9mm, so we've got 1mm to go, so we're going to go real slow with this now. That's at 8.3. I think the flex in the machine is probably adequate for the next pass. Now that's the problem with flat ways. When stuff gets underneath the carriage, it tends to get into the ways, like into the bearing surfaces. Okay, that just needs a very light filing and then we can work on the diameter. Doesn't mean much, but I like that. It's a very nice slip fit. Should be good. Well, we've got this assembled. It works. It's still not as smooth as it should be. So let me have a go at showing you what's behind here. Because I didn't record the actual numerous trial assemblies. The scraping of the ways, just to get most of the crud off. I actually had to scrape it, it would just not come off with solvents. Seriously heavy build-up of old oil, there's still some metal ingrained, but that's our mechanism. I've gone with a direct drive, which means that when you crank to the right, it goes to the left. Now, this I could set up as a linkage, And I'm still thinking about doing that because I've got most of it there. And this part runs really well, there's no play in it. I do wish this was slightly larger and cast iron instead of Bakelite because it's fragile. And when I find a reasonably priced one, I will replace it with one. Quite possibly when I make that end there. Now, these videos, I'm intentionally trying to keep them short, so 10 to 12 minutes, because this isn't my main thing. This is just a side thing that I've decided to restore this lathe. Primarily a blacksmithing channel, but I do machining and other things as well along the way. And I like old machines, so this restoration project is going to be an ongoing thing. So, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe. I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. When you do, ring the notification bell. So get out to your shop, have some fun, do something out of your usual, but do stay safe, and I'll catch you for the next one.